And inside it, which you probably can't see, has a rubber seal or connector so you don't break the spark plug. And we're going to use this, and we got to get a ratchet so we can reach way in there, because it's way in there. And we're going to get these spark plugs changed. And as why we're doing this, our engine, it could hardly get up a hill, and the spark on the coil was not getting a nice big blue flame. So we've changed the coil now, it's done. And now we're going to do the spark plugs. We've put stuff in the gas, nothing was working. So we're going to run this gas out, fill it up after we get all these spark plugs and things changed. And the only other thing we're thinking of is changing the fuel pump. But we're going to see how it runs after this before we change the fuel pump. The fuel pump is actually in the fuel tank, and it's a lot more expensive part. It was over $100. So if we don't need it, we'll take it back. But we'll see how we do here. So we are going to do one spark plug first, and then we'll get the other wires off. They're not real easy to get off, and we do have this special tool that has rubber on the end so you don't mess up the end of your spark plug wires. So this is pretty handy. So you need this tool and the special 5/8 spark plug socket to get it out without breaking. All right.
That is a
Perfect.
good burning spark plug.
Okay.
It shouldn't have any soot around it.
Okay.
It shouldn't be black. You know, the porcelain should be kind of a white, you know, and it looks good. But right there's the crack. That'll cause a misfire some fierce.
Okay. Let's see the crack. So we have to change the spark plugs. All of them. Well, if you change one, you should change them all. Correct?
Yes.
Correct?
So,
and how expensive are the spark plugs?
We have original equipment, Autolite. That's what it came with.
Now, could that have broke when we were trying to get it untightened?
Well,
probably
so not.
Okay.
Because that's what that
cushion's
for. That little cushion's in there, and that was seated in there just perfect.
Okay.
Now,
so, let's see what the new one looks like. Oh, wow. And see, that one's so rusty looking, too, which didn't hurt it, but look at the difference. Those have to be original, and this is a 95.
Well, they probably are original because they're Autolites.
Okay.
And that's what Ford would probably put them in.
Okay, the brand
They'd
is
either be Autolite or Motorcraft.
Motorcraft or Autolite.
You know, if they were champions or...
So how many years old from 95 to
that's
now?
That's probably 95.
20-some years old, 22?
Yeah.
23? It's 19...
See how the old one, see how crusty that is?
Let me see.
See, it looks like they're dry threads.
Okay.
Okay.
So never sees.
I put never sees on them. That way they shouldn't.
And that will make them go in better and probably tighten nicer.
Come out easier.
Got a nice, good piece of porcelain there. How expensive are the spark plugs?
Oh, they're not very expensive.
My husband likes me helping because I got little hands, and little hands can get into some of those tight places. So we work together. Teamwork. Teamers.
See how that little rubber kind of holds that in there so it doesn't fall out?
Yep, so we can get
it
it back
also
in.
protects the plug.
Do you need me to get it in place?
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that.
Now
be a mechanic here pretty soon. And what are you doing with this little tool?
I'm just rechecking the gap.
The gap. Tell me about that.
Okay, hang on.
What is that little tool called?
This is a feeler gauge.
Hold it so I can see all the little things this way. There. Okay.
And Ford recommends the gap be set at 44 thousandths.
Okay.
Right there's 44 thousandths.
Okay.
You probably can't see that.
Okay.
And what we want to do is insert that through there.
And it has to come out a little snug.
Yeah, just a little bit snug. And that means you got 44 thousandths.
So it's clicking. And if it's not, then you just tap on it to make it tighter or looser?
Yeah, actually that's
that tool
This
will
tool
do it
has a,
to make it tighter or looser.
yeah, but it's kind of, you know, bent.
Okay.
So that's what you use.
That's a cool tool. Does it come with spark plugs, or you have to buy it separate?
No, that's separate.
Okay. All right, we're ready to put the spark plug in, and I'm going to tell me how to put this in.
Okay, when you put the spark plug in,
Don't
you
bump
want to
it.
make sure that you don't bump this on any greasy or contaminated engine surfaces, because you get a piece of dirt in between the spark plug gap, it will just short out, it won't work.
Wow. Okay.
So you have to be very careful with a spark plug, because they're part made out of steel, part made out of porcelain. Porcelain's very brittle,
Oh,
as you can see,
that's what broke. Yeah.
and that's just happens. Engines get very, very hot.
Well, it's a very old spark plug too. All right, I'll be careful, and I'll get it in there. Here, I thought my husband was cleaning his ears. He cleaned both ears with one Q-tip, right straight through.
Look at all the dirt I got off of.
Your ears were dirty.
Yeah.
So, actually, you used it because we're having trouble with getting the spark plugs out. And so we used those Q-tips, actually not for ear cleaning, but to put silicone on the spark plug, so maybe we don't have to use a pipe.
Spark plug wire.
Oh, spark plug wires. I'm sorry. We're having trouble getting spark plugs out too.
But you got to use a silicone that has a dielectric compound.
Oh, and that.
If you use Vaseline or something, it could arc to the engine.
Oh, could mess the engine up.
Yes, it
What's
could.
arc mean?
An arc. That's what a spark plug does. It arcs. It fires.
So
It fires
don't
high
use
voltage
Vaseline.
across the electrode to ground. That makes the big blue spark that fires that lights the fuel and air mixture on fire.
Okay, so no Vaseline. Mess up your engine.
Well, I don't know if it is, because Vaseline doesn't say it's dye.
This is the trick to get your spark plug started. You put it on a hose like that, and then you can get it started. Then you can add your tool. Oh. All right, this is what we're doing. Trying to get spark plugs in. There's the flashlight. There's the spark plug wire. If I can hold that. This is, I'm trying to get it started. There's the spark plug. And we're trying to twist this. Just start there.
Okay.
And say my wife is changing the spark plugs.
And she can stand up underneath the RV. Amazing.
Okay, now I'm come closer. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's snug on the... I'm dirty from being an RV mechanic. Changing spark plugs and wires.